on County Connection. One person's trash is another person's fertilizer? We'll show you how easy it is to compost. How do you work with an aging population and provide a safe environment? See how you can help your loved ones age well. Welcome back to County Connection. I'm Melissa Fye. Ever wondered what to do with all those food, paper, and yard scraps? Well, composting is nature's way of recycling those, and it's easy to learn. Here's a quick how-to to get you started.
Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm here to tell you about how you can compost today. So, first question is, what is composting? Composting is nature's way of recycling. It's breaking down biodegradable materials and turning it into healthy soil. So why is composting important? There are a few main reasons. The first, that it helps keep materials out of our already crowded landfills. Compost creates healthy soil, which is the foundation for organic, tasty food. It actually helps lower greenhouse gas emissions and can help mitigate climate change. And finally, it's easy and fun and anyone can do it. So here's how you get started. All you need is a mixture of what we call browns and greens. Browns are materials like straw, wood chips, and shredded paper. And greens are what you're gonna find mostly in your kitchen, all your food scraps like coffee and eggshells and carrot peelings. Then all you need is a trusty pitchfork, a compost bin, and some water, and you're ready to get started. To start building your pile, the first thing you do is put down a layer of browns like this straw. Then you add a layer of greens like these food scraps into the bin. Then another layer of browns like these wood chips. As you're building your pile and you notice it's a little dry, add some water to moisten it up. You just keep on alternating browns and greens like this, like you're building a lasagna until you get to the top of the bin. The last layer you put on, make sure it's a brown. That keeps the flies and the odors away. Then once it's filled up, all you have to do is cover up the lid and then come back once a week to fluff it with a fork and add a little water so it stays moist. After a couple months, the contents of your bin will turn into this finished compost. You take your finished compost and add it into your vegetable garden. Remember, composting makes healthy soil, which makes healthy plants, which makes healthy people. So go get out and do it.
If you want to learn more about composting, the County of San Diego offers free workshops and training through the Solana Center. Now, by 2030, the number of people living in San Diego age 55 and over will double to 1.2 million people. See how we're planning communities and services to help meet the needs of these older adults.
Think about something for a minute. In 2010, there were 600,000 people age 55 and older in San Diego County. That's a lot. But by 2030, that number will double to 1.2 million people. How do you plan for that? If you're in the private sector or in government, how do you work with an aging population? How do we plan communities and services that help deal with the surge of older adults? Think about your neighborhood. Is it close to a grocery store or the services you need? What about a pharmacy? Now pretend you're older and still healthy, but you don't feel comfortable driving anymore. Does that same neighborhood work for you now? Can you stay in your home as you age? Can you walk or take mass transit to that grocery store or that pharmacy? What about dementia? Right now, nearly 100,000 people in San Diego County are living with Alzheimer's or some other form of dementia. How do we educate businesses to make changes that'll make them easier to navigate for persons with dementia? More than 1/4, 27%, of older adults in the county rent their home. Most of them have a fixed income. How do we make sure that they have the services they need so they don't become homeless? All this leads to the big question: how do we plan for a future where we build communities that meet the needs of older adults? The Age Well San Diego initiative is designed to do just that. In 2016, the County Board of Supervisors directed the county to apply to the World Health Organization and AARP to become an age-friendly community. and also to join the Dementia Friendly America Network. For the next 2 years, we listened to you. Hundreds of community members and stakeholders provided feedback. From this planning process, the Age Well San Diego Action Plan was born. This plan has 5 themes: housing, transportation, social participation, health and community support, and being dementia friendly. Each of the 5 themes will be led by a team comprised of county staff and community members that'll lead the implementation of the action plan during the next 3 years. So please join us as we help San Diego County age well.
You can find out more about the county's action plan at the link below. A major sculpture has been added to the celebrated collection of public art at the County Operations Center in Kearney Mesa. The new artwork, titled Song of Night and Day, was placed beside the county's newly built crime lab. Let's take a peek at the sculpture and the visionary artist who created it.
It's a pretty wonderful situation as an artist when you are asked to do a piece. I wanted to do something that contrasted the architecture, and so I did a fairly organic piece. I wanted to do something that would hold its own outside this building. I work a lot in small half-inch pieces of cut glass. I chose 2 colors which I use a lot in my work, the blue and the gold. So it's the night and the day. They represent time to me. They represent the passage of time. The piece also references a little bit of a Mobius strip. It passes over each other and it just kind of continues on. So the piece in itself is a closed piece. It's kind of a meditative thing when you start using all of this glass. I mean, there's like 80,000 pieces of glass that are being put on this piece. And it's all hand cut. So it's very human in that way. I mean, everything is done by hand. You know, you can do a lot of small things in your studio, but when you get the chance and the opportunity to do something that has a scale to it, because I think the scale is really important, especially when it's up against such a huge building. It's just wonderful to have that opportunity and then to see what becomes of it. I hope people enjoy it.
To see this and other impressive works of art, just head on over to the County Operations Center in Kearney Mesa. Woo! The days are heating up, so here's some great tips from one of our trail experts if you're ever out hiking during one of these hot summer days.
If it's hot outside, avoid hiking. If you do, make sure to hike with a buddy. Start early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the temperatures tend to be a little bit cooler. Make sure to wear a good pair of boots, sunscreen lotion, and a hat. The boots are going to provide that extra traction out on the trail, slippery, rocky areas, and the hat is going to protect your face from the sun. Make sure to take some good snacks, an apple, a banana, an energy bar, a map. If you spend a lot of time out in the sun, there's a good chance you're going to become disoriented or even suffer a heat stroke. A map is going to help you stay on track. Last but not least, we want water. Water, lots of water. At least 1 liter for every 2 to 3 miles. And again, if you think you're suffering a heat stroke, call 911. Some of the symptoms include nausea, headache, or lack of sweat. For more on the upside of outside, visit sdparks.org.
Well, that's one way to stay cool. And one more time, that's sdparks.org for all your county parks information. To see more stories like the ones you saw here today, make sure you visit countynewscenter.com. We'll see you next time on County Connection. Don't forget to follow us on social media for your County Connection.